So yeah, a couple details. If your legs cannot, I mean, in a perfect triangle, your ankle's gonna go under the knee pit on this side. This one's gonna be touching the neck, this one's gonna go into here. I'd say about 30 to 40% of you won't be able to get your ankle in the knee. All depends on your leg size and your leg length. How many of you were able to get your ankle in your knee pit on your partner? How many of you weren't? Okay, there's a good amount. So if you can't get it around, I mean, actually a few good questions. I'll just answer all of them. So basically, if you can't make this happen, let's just imagine Billy Q is big. Alright, let's just put his arm here. That'll make him wider, right? Let's just say, look, I can't get in there. If you can't reach it in your knee pit, I'm not saying to abandon it, but what I'm saying is you have to then put your toe back. Okay, if I'm here, I'll finish it, even though my toe is down, because I have it under the knee pit, and if I squeeze hard enough, long enough, he's tired enough, it'll work. But if it's down here, your toe down, you're not gonna get it. Toe back. If you move your toe back, this way, the dorsiflex, boom, just like that. Okay, and bite this down as tight as you can and put the toe back. I'll have the squeeze, because this one's already cut out. The reason I can't tap him, because this shoulder is completely off of his neck. So when I'm here, it's enough power to, see I just moved the shoulder? But down here, it's like, it's harder. So when I push that toe back, bite this down, the squeeze becomes 10 times stronger. Just because the toe's back. A lot of you, when you pointed the toe back, how did the person inside feel before he even squeezed or did anything else? Once the toe went back, you're starting to go lights out. It's not exactly the same when it's not under this knee pit, but it's close. Once I go here, boom, he starts to feel it. And then I have the power now to just squeeze, hip up, head down, and you'll still get it. So those of you who couldn't get it under, don't worry. I mean, of course you're gonna try. I could always grab my toes now. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm telling you, if you can't get your toe back and it's just here, he's gonna pass. He's either gonna pass or this is gonna happen. He's gonna get his arm back through and you're not gonna get it anyway. Okay? Another question was, what if I come here and everything's looking good, but he comes under my butt and locks his hands and drops his head? Really hard to finish here on a regular triangle because by locking his hands together, his shoulder comes off of his neck. And also it messes my triangle up a lot. So this is the only time I would ever recommend doing the triangle the wrong way, the reverse triangle, I guess. So if he locks his hands under. So that's like, it should be your rule of thumb. This should be your go-to. If he comes under for this defense, we just switch to this one. What that does is it changes the angle now, and it allows me to choke him. Turn this way. This is the wrong way to do a triangle, but it's the right way when he locks his hands under. So just keep that in mind. Now when I squeeze my legs together, I could even hug. And we could tap him out here. I could tap him out here. Okay, I'm not going to get him anymore here. It's just not going to work anymore. The angle's off. Okay, so if he does this, you can, raise the hips and start looking for the Kimura. Start going for this stuff if you can. But if it's too tight and he's just too strong and you can't mess with this elbow, I like to just pull the elbow to make them feel like I'm going to mess their shoulder up, and then maybe they let go, and then maybe I can come here. But let's just say he's just too strong, he's just locking. And there's a reason he's not tapping, he's pulling his shoulder off his neck. Boom, we lock it here. And now we squeeze the knees together. Look at the toes, back. Now we squeeze, now we lock, and we get the tap. And if not, we can also just go to omoplata because he's basically giving us that. And now we're here, and there's lots of stuff we can do from here. Are there any questions? So what I want you guys to do is two things. Don't get the triangle, even if you can, don't get the triangle fully locked under the knee pit. Just get it to like here, where the calf meets the ankle. Boom. Point the toe back, squeeze the knees together, pull the head down, raise the hips, hold steady pressure. Okay, then I want the top guy to lock underneath, and I want you to try to finish. A lot of times it's just not going to happen. It's a good defense. Okay, but that's why we always have a counter. It's going to be hard to just lock it, so that's why I reach up, grab, lock. This one you can get in the knee pit. And if you can't, again, toe pointed back, squeeze, still a good tap. So it's called the reverse triangle. We only pull that one out normally if he comes under the button locks, because you're not going to tap him any other way. Yes?
When you reverse the triangle, is it the same rules apply that you want to try and get your leg like parallel to the shoulders and dorsiflex?
Same exact thing. Okay. It's just the exact same thing. It's on this side. And it's going to allow a lot more power to go into that shoulder, to go into his neck when we switch it up. So let's try. try it. 1, 2, 3. Last one, guys.